A cast of characters and friends that pop up and say hello. I'll be checking this out throughout the 4-hour shift. On this videotape, you're going to see some video games that have been popular enough that they sold out quickly. I have maybe one, if I'm lucky, I might have two more opportunities to offer you the Arcade1Up 10-in-1 arcade system for half of what we originally made it available for. That clearance sale price, I can't brag on that anymore. That's $124.98. We started with Super PacMan, Galaga, and Defender, and they sold out. They are completely gone at this particular point. But what I do still have in the inventory, and this is the original, this is the Ms. PacMan. It's been the most popular. This machine, although it's smaller in overall size, is actually the exact same screen size as the original arcade game, and it's the original sound, motion, even the way the joystick is designed, it's the exact same action play. Plus, when you put quarters in the Ms. PacMan machine, you just played Ms. PacMan. You played one game. This is actually 10 different video games in one, okay? I want to bring my buddy in. Keith Epps is part of the team that brought this to QVC. They were exclusive to us. Nobody else in the country had them. I love that you've got the entire arcade down in your basement. How are you?
I'm doing great, Dan. Happy birthday, first off.
Thank you, sir.
It's great to see you. You don't look a day older, I can tell you that.
Well, I'm wearing a lot more makeup than I was yesterday.
I love it. I love it. Oh man, well this is awesome. Like you said, I have an entire basement full of arcade games now, and I just absolutely love them. And I love them because they just bring you back to where you were when they came out. You know, they're fun to play. You remember who you were playing with, and that's what tastemakers who brought us Arcade1Up wanted to do. They wanted to take that arcade experience and make it available to your home, which it really never has because it's been so expensive to bring home those gigantic, one-of-a-kind type arcade games. But now they figure out how to do it. Like you said, they have full-size machines. The screen on this PartyCade is 17 inches, and it's an LCD screen, so it's the same size as that full size. And the key to this is that everything is identical to what you remember. So when you play Ms. PacMan, it's going to be identical. When you play all of the rest of the games, you're going to get 9 other games in this. They're all going to be identical to what you remember. And you're just going to have so much fun doing it.
Yeah, there's Ms. PacMan, Pac and Pal, Dig Dug, which is a game that a lot of kids, they don't remember Dig Dug, but I loved that game. There was Rompers and Mappy and Hoppy Mappy and Rally X and the new Rally X. These are completely original. These are absolute identical play, sound, experience as before. Now, they're not coin operated. You just plug them into the back of the wall. And Keith, I know that the company that did this, they give you either the tabletop stand, like what I have set up, or it gives you a wall mount or even a door mount so that you can display them any way you want.
Absolutely. And I'll take a second and I'll walk over. I'll show you this real quick. This is the over-the-door mount, right? So we give you these 2 hooks. You just pop them over the door, and it hangs right over top of any door in your house. And then back here, this is what I love about this. And again, this is why we call it the PartyCade. We give you the mounting bracket. You just put this in the wall, 3 total screws, and you can hang it at the wall. And what's awesome is that it only comes down about 6 inches from the wall. And so now you're standing at it like it's a regular arcade game and getting that exact same feel, but it takes up so much less space. So you can mount it on the wall, like you said. You can mount, or you can just put the feet on and put it on top of a countertop. And then you also have those hooks that make it hang over a door. And like you said, too, the best thing about this is everything is identical. So when I hit the button, the play button, you'll hear this.
Same sound.
That's the exact same Ms. PacMan sound. Now, Ms. PacMan came out about a year ahead of Ms. PacMan, but Ms. PacMan really took the world by storm because Pac-Man you played on the same screen every single time.
Right.
With Ms. PacMan,
you
start on one screen, you clear a couple, you go to another completely different screen, you clear a few more of those, and you go to another screen, and it keeps going like that. So it was very different, yet the same type of gameplay. So people loved Ms. PacMan. For me, growing up, Ms. PacMan was my favorite, and they came out right in our wheelhouse, right? We had the arcades, we had all the pizza shops that had the arcade games in them, we had the movie theaters that had the arcade games in them. And now my kids go to the bowling alley and they don't even want to bowl. They want to play the old arcade games at the bowling alley. Well, and they go to the beach and they're on the boardwalk in the arcade. So it's still so much fun for everybody in the family.
You and I are old enough that we've lived long enough to have a certain level of success, and yet neither one of us have ever matured past the age of 14. So in our game rooms, both Keith and I have full-size real video games that we bought and had to have refurbished and restored, and you're looking at thousands of dollars to do that.
Right.
This is $124.98, and we're getting down to the finite quantities. That's half of what we originally made these available for. We've had over 30,000 people who have picked them up. The Ms. PacMan machine is the last one I've got, and I'm down to 2,800 of them remaining. So 90% of our original quantity is already gone, and we're not even into November yet. So this could be the ultimate gift idea for the whole family for the holidays, and you're going to spend half of what other people spent to get the same machine. That's a good deal.
You're so right. And I love what you said about the original machines, right? Those big machines. The other thing with those is they only came with one game.
Right, and they took up an entire corner of my game room.
Exactly. Right, and so you paid all that money for one game. If you break this down, it's $12.50 per arcade game that's in here, right? So you're getting 10 full complete, nothing taken out of it, full complete arcade games, and you're going to have it in this smaller footprint, but with the same size screen. So you're going to get that exact same effect. The other thing I love about this, Dan, is that if you're traveling for the holidays, if you're going over to that aunt and uncle's house or grandma and grandpa's house, put this in the back of the car.
Yeah, take it with you.
It fits easily in the trunk, and then put it on the table when you get there, and I guarantee you the jaws will drop, the eyes will open wide, and everybody's going to want to be playing this because it's just so much fun, and people remember all these games. And you're going through the games now, and you may not remember Hopping Mappy. So that's a brand new game to you, or Tower of Draga, or Dig Dug may have been your favorite game growing up. Well, you have the complete, total Dig Dug in this version. Yeah. So if you're sitting on Dig Dug, hit the button to the right, to the far right.
Right here.
It
brings it up.
The other side of the joystick. There you go.
Yeah.
Now you're ready, and you're in the game, and you have that complete Dig Dug game, the exact game that you remember growing up. And then when you want to get out of it, you hold the player one button down for about 5 seconds. It takes you back to that main screen, and you're going to be able to select 9 other different games. But you're going to have so much fun. I just know that when my kids, and my boys are 14, when they have their friends over and they have a sleepover and they're down the basement, they'll come up in the morning. Their friends will come up in the morning. They're like, yo, Mr. Keith, I beat your high score on Miss PacMan. You better get down there and play it. One of their buddies, Charlie, said to me, he was playing Galaga. He came back up the next morning. He's like, I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning, and I finally beat your high score. So it's your turn.
Drove you right back down to the basement to get the high score again, didn't it, Keith?
That's right. That's right. Yeah. I find myself down here all the time, Dan. It's a great break. It's a great way to unwind, and everybody's going to love this because it's just one of those things that you're going to remember, and it's going to be so much fun.
Doug Dug was a game that, again, I just loved. And it was just ridiculously silly how fun it was. And the fact that they have the original sounds, even the joystick moves with the same tension, the same type of pressure. The experience is exactly the same. It's hard to find an Xbox game nowadays for $124.
Right.
And this is the whole arcade in one piece. 50% of the original retail price. 90% of our original inventory is gone. Over 31,000 have been spoken for, and I'm now down to less than 2,800 of Miss PacMan. Keith, thank you for the birthday wishes. Tell your family I said hello.
I will. Thanks, Dan, and you look fantastic, and keep going.
Thanks, buddy. See ya. That's a great gift. That is an absolute great gift. And I'll tell you from experience, it becomes the center of the party. And now that it's getting dark, with us changing the clocks back next week and getting dark in like 5:30, you're going to be looking for things to do in the evening hours. $124.98 is a clearance price which means when the final one is gone, I cannot get them back in. Imagine coming down and seeing this under the tree on Christmas morning, whether it be Miss PacMan or the other 9 games that are included in. I love that even the graphics on the wooden cabinet are the same as what they used to do. That's a cool gift. Enjoy it. Shipping and handling is $9.97. Take advantage of Easy Pay. I got 5 payments of $25, but if you use your Q card, don't forget that you can get 6 Easy Pay payments, and that's going to save you even more.